Hello everyone, this is Prashant. In this presentation, we'll discuss on the topic time response of first order system. Okay, so in the previous video, we had a discussion on standard test signals in the control system. Okay, there will be four type of test signals which are available in the control system. The first one is the step input, ramp input, parabolic input, and the impulse signals. Okay, so when these kind of signals are applied to any type of system, we need to analyze the response of the system, C of t. Okay, the output of the system is also called as the response of the system. Okay, so here the topic is the time response of first order system. Okay, we know that the control system is being classified into two types. One is the first order system, and second one is the second order system. These are classified based on the order of the differential equations. Okay, so today we'll deal with the topic the response of the first order system when different type of test signals are applied to the system. Okay, we know that the standard transfer function for the first order system, any first order system, is represented by 1 divided by Ts plus 1. Okay, you can see here the order of the system is, the power of the system is 1, s raised to 1. Okay, it's a first order system. Okay, so this can be represented in a system. The system is having the transfer function 1 divided by Ts plus 1. So when the standard test signals R of t is applied to the system, we'll get the response of the system, and the response is being classified into two types. One is the transient response and another one is the steady state response. The transient response will be died out when time is greater than 0. Okay, so let us find the response of the system when step input is applied. Okay, we know that the mathematical representation of the step input is R of t equals to U of t. Okay, so when this signal is applied as an input to the system, and we have to find the response of the system for different time intervals. Okay, so let us find the response of the system. The response of the system when test signal, so first test signal, step input is applied. Okay. The first one is response of the system. Response of the system when step input is applied. Step input is applied. Okay, so look at the system here. We represented the first order system like this. Okay, we have input R of t, we have output C of t. Okay, the transfer function of the system is written as C of s divided by Laplace transform of output divided by Laplace transform of input equals to, it is 1 divided by Ts plus 1. Okay, this is a transfer function for the first order system, where the C of s indicates the output and R of s indicates the input. So when in this equation, when the input R of s equals to U of s, that is 1 by s. Take Laplace transform of the step input, it will be 1 by s. So when this kind of input is applied to the system, we'll see the response of the system. Okay, so calculate the value of C of s here. C of s equals to R of s is 1 by s. It will be 1 by s into 1 divided by Ts plus 1. Remember here, the input to the system is U of t. In Laplace transform domain, it is 1 by s. Okay, so we'll find the response of this system for different time intervals when the step input is applied to the system. Okay. Right here, it is 1 by s into 1 divided by Ts plus 1. If we simplify this equation, it will be reduces to C of s divided by 1 divided by s into Ts plus 1. Okay, response of the system is it is in terms of s domain. We need to find the response in terms of time domain. Okay, we need the value of the signal for every instant in the function. Okay, so here the C of s equals to 1 divided by s into Ts plus 1. We can't apply inverse Laplace transform to this equation directly. We need to resolve this equation first by using partial fraction method. Resolve this equation by using partial fraction method. Okay, so S domain signals has to be converted to time domain with the help of inverse Laplace transform. Okay, let us split this term as 1 divided by S into Ts plus 1 will be equals to A divided by S plus B divided by Ts plus 1. Okay, we have splitted the term as A divided by S plus B divided by Ts plus 1. And we don't know the value of A and B. We need to find these two values with the help of partial fraction method. Okay, cross multiply both the sides by S into Ts plus 1. And once you substitute S equals to 0, the value of A will be 1. When we substitute S equals to 0, okay, we'll get the value of A as 1. Next one, when we substitute S equals to minus 1 by T, the value of B will be minus T. Okay, it is a simplified version of the partial fraction method. Okay, so let us substitute the values of A and B in the above equation. So what we get? So 1 divided by S into Ts plus 1 equals to A is 1, 1 divided by S. So B is minus T, it will be minus T divided by Ts plus 1. We got this equation. Okay, we have splitted the terms with the help of partial fraction method. Okay, now we can easily apply the inverse Laplace transform and we can find the response C of T of the first order system. Okay, I will write here the simplified version of the equation, that is 1 divided by S into Ts plus 1 equals to, it is 1 divided by S minus T divided by Ts plus 1, that is equal to C of S. Right, C of S equals to 1 divided by S into Ts plus 1. So now the C of S has to be converted to C of T. Hence I will apply inverse Laplace transform to the above equation. Apply inverse Laplace transform. Transform to the above equation. Okay, so S domain signals will be converted to time. C of T equals to Laplace inverse of 1 by S is 1 minus, before applying inverse Laplace transform, we will simplify above equation as it will be 1 by S minus, so T is common in both the sides, we take the outside, so it will be S plus 1 by T. So T and T will get cancelled, it will be 1 by S minus 1 divided by S plus 1 by T. So now it is easy to apply the inverse Laplace transform to our equation. Okay, so we know that the Laplace inverse of 1 divided by S plus A as e raised to minus A into T. Okay, use this condition, use this equation to apply the inverse Laplace transform. That is, inverse Laplace transform of this equation will be, so 1 minus, it will be e raised to minus T by T. Okay, so as Laplace inverse of 1 by S is e raised to minus AT, so where T is 1 by T. Okay, so it will be there when T is greater than or equal to 0. Okay, you can observe the equation. We got the response of the system for step input as 1 minus e raised to minus T by T. So this is the response of the system for step input. You can clearly observe here, the response of the system increases from 0 value to final value exponentially. It will be like this. Okay, so at t equals to 0, it will be 0. Okay, so at t equals to capital T, if we substitute t equals to capital T, it will be 1 minus e raised to minus 1. So this value is 0.632. So means the C of t will be around 63%. It will be here, 63%. So once you substitute t equals to 2t, it will be 80%. So as time increases, the response increases linearly. So once time increases to infinity, it will be almost unity. Okay, it will be steady state. So it increases linearly it increases from 0 to 63% when t equals to capital T, and it increases to 82% when time t equals to 2t, and it will be 1 when t is equals to infinity. So this is the response for first order system when unit step input is applied. Okay, so after finding the response of the system for first order system, the last part in this is you need to analyze the error between the input and the output. Okay, the error signal is given by ESS of t. The steady state error is given by the difference between the input minus the output. We have input 1 by S, that is 1 minus C of t is 1 minus e raised to minus t by t. Okay, if we simplify this equation, 1 minus 1 plus e raised to minus t by t, so 1 will get cancelled. The steady state error will be e raised to minus t by t. It is an error, okay, e of t. The steady state error will be given when t is approaches to infinity. Okay, so when t approaches to infinity, the value of this error will be completely 0. Okay, that is ESS of t equals to limit t tends to infinity e of t. So we have e of t as e raised to minus t by tau. So once you substitute t equals to infinity, e raised to minus infinity is 0. Hence, the steady state error present in the system when step input is applied to the system is 0. Okay, this is the response of the system for step input, that is 1 minus e raised to minus t by t. Remember, when R of s is 1 by s. Okay, thank you.